Hi, how are you? It's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we escorted Dorius out of the Searing Gorge, but he was shot along the way. So he went to Ironforge and told his brother, Curator Thorius, and he was sad to hear what happened to his brother, and he told us to go back to the Cauldron and rescue his men. So that is what we are going to do. There is an empty, vacuous hole where my heart used to be so diddly. The loss of Dorius is not one that I will soon recover from. I must see his final wish through. The perpetrators of this cold-blooded murder must be brought to justice.
How are you?
Alright, so let's head down to Searing Gorge and read the rest of this. Return to the Searing Gorge and fulfill his last request. Free his men. The Dark Iron Dwarves force their slaves to work in a sweltering mine called the Slag Pits. Search there for Dorius' men. Alright, so that's where we are going today, guys. Gonna head down to the Slag Pits, and we will save Dorius' men. And a game release from Blizzard today called Diablo Immortal. And it is a new phone game that is out for Blizzard. And it is a pay-to-win game. It's one of Blizzard's first pay-to-win games. It's sort of like Lost Ark. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It'll either go very well, and the game will be popular, or it will not go very well, and Blizzard will tarnish their reputation by deciding to cave in to the pay-to-win predatory systems that many games are deciding to use today. Also, that game, Diablo Immortal, is banned in Belgium and the Netherlands because of they don't accept those practices in their country. They consider it against their gambling laws. It's not good. Question is, will the rest of the world agree to this? Who knows? One thing I'm noticing in my country, Canada, we are seeing tons and tons of online gambling ads going on all the time. It's getting a little wild, and it's clearly being pushed onto the people within the last couple of years. And I think the reason is because Canada's pretty light on gambling laws. Which is fine, it's all fun and games, but it's a rough addiction, so gotta get away from that. And I know people are like, well, Diablo Immortal, you know, and like Lost Ark, oh, it's not gambling. Yeah, that's true. It's not. But, you are gambling at a chance to make your loot better. So that's the gambling aspect of it. Like, yeah, you may not be getting, you know, money in return, but you are gambling for a chance to have better loot. So that is pretty much gambling, in my eyes. I think those games are alright, you know what I mean? Like, I like Lost Ark, but I don't know if I would, like, get deep into the game just because of the feeling that I can't, there's, like, no way for me to keep up with a whale. And that's fine, you know what I mean? Like, they're paying, so they should, you know, have better gear, but I don't know, I think it's kind of lame. That's just me. And I kind of hope gaming doesn't turn into that, you know? Because I don't really like I don't really like outside money affecting like games that are, especially games in like the RPG genre, you know what I mean? Because those games are literally digital worlds, and when you have, you know, outside currencies affecting, you know, those worlds in a negative way through, you know, like creating inflation in the game's economy, things can get out of hand pretty quick. Oh my gosh, we could die here. Probably gonna die. I didn't even know we had two guys fighting us here. Where'd they come from? Well, good thing is we're close. Got a little off track there talking about, you know, pay to win games and the rise of gambling in today's culture. Especially online digital gambling. Like, sports gambling is, like, going through the roof in Canada. There's these things called parlays, which is, you get to, like, bet on, like, a bunch of different, like, random scenarios. Like, you know, who will get the first shot in this game. Like, say the Golden State Warriors and the Celtics play, who's going to score the first basket? Like, you can bet on Steph Curry, and then you can bet on who's going to score the last basket. You say, you know, Jaylen Brown, and then you can guess, like, you know, Celtics are going to win, and then it's like all these bets combined to make this, like, one, like, random ass bet that has, like, the lowest odds of ever going through. But people just, you know, they do them, and then these gambling companies just rake in the money. Like, think about the chances of that happening. Okay, Steph Curry gets the first basket of the game. Boston wins the game. And Jaylen Brown scores the final basket. Like, that's a crazy parlay. That would probably, like, the chances of happening are pretty rare. And the funny thing is, people do parlays that are even more rare than that. It's the way I look at it, it's literally like throwing your money in the toilet. And yeah, there's people who you know, win sometimes, like win parlays like that. But the luck is just insane. Okay, so we got two right there. So I'm inside now. We gotta heal up. We gotta focus up. Gotta watch out fighting two of these guys because they're pretty tough. The question is, can I drop down safely? So that might be a good idea. But people love gambling, man. Even me. Like, I can't act like I don't gamble. I play fantasy sports with my friends, like, which is fun. Bet like between like like 20 to 100 bucks, and you get a full season of entertainment. You know, talking about, you know, you get to draft the team, and you get a full season of entertainment playing, you know, fantasy sports and paying attention to, you know, what's going on in, like, the leagues that you play in, either at NBA, MLB, NHL, you know, NFL, all that stuff. And I enjoy it, you know what I mean? You do get it is more fun watching a sporting event when you have when you're gambling on the players, or the players are on your, you know, fantasy team. Because whenever they get a home run, it feels like they kind of got a home run for you. And they kind of did, because it is helping you in some sort of way. And that's why, yeah, sports gambling is it's blowing up, especially in Canada. Alright, forget about me, help the others. Release them, Draenei. Even after their bodies give out, the power of Santara forces them to complete their task. The altar of Santara is the key. Go northwest. In the hills above the cave, Twilight's hammer. Guard the relic, retrieve it, and place it on the altar of Santara. we have to find the mysterious artifact guarded by the Twilight Hammer? Idolaters in the northwest quadrant of the Searing Gorge and bring it to the altar of Sunterra in the Slag Pit. And I guess this is the altar of Sunterra. Okay, so I guess we will head out of here and make our way back to the Searing Gorge. That seems like where we have to go. But yeah, I can honestly see games becoming a lot like Lost Ark, because Lost Ark is just doing so well. So I'm not surprised people are like saying like, look, you know, like this game's doing great. Tons of pay-to-win features. Came to North America. Has over, 500,000 people playing every day. You know, why don't we give it a try? So, yeah, I don't blame them. Lost Ark's a cool game. PvP is awesome. I've enjoyed leveling in it. I kind of took a break from it for a little bit. We will eventually get back into it. I'm currently like level 42. My buddy Whitey had a little computer issue, and then kind of got off track and out of rhythm, and now we're just chilling out. Eventually we'll get back on rhythm again and get that Let's Play completed. Okay, so I gotta heal up here. Probably gonna pull both these guys. Let's down our totems. Have a drink. Then we'll pull these two dwarves. We're not gonna die this time. Yeah, it's kind of rough for kids too. Gaming was never like that when I was a kid. Like, we didn't even have skins back then. Like, there was no, like, transactions that you had to make after you bought the game. It was just like, you bought the game and that was it. And now it's just like microtransaction after microtransaction. Alright, it's healing wave. What the heck? Did I heal somebody? There we go. There's a level 61 rogue here named Undeveloped. It's like, who is this guy? I have bought skins in the past, though. I've gotten into buying microtransactions. When I used to play League of Legends, like if I got into like playing a character, and I started playing, I was playing like Misfortune or Warwick, and you play them for like more than 6 months, you end up saying like, hey, you know what? I might as well buy like a cool skin, and that's how they get you. It's happened to me a couple of times. But I always try to get them on sale. It's cool that League of Legends has like weekly sales on stuff now. It wasn't like that back in the day. But I've heard some crazy stories of people spending like thousands of dollars on skins in League. And in other games. And Lost Ark has been wild. Like, the amount of money people have been paying for materials to upgrade their gear is kind of insane. And the thing that makes that even more insane is that eventually down the road, you know, that gear that they purchased is going to become irrelevant. Like, and that's just how MMOs are, right? Like, new expansion comes out, you know, new content comes out, a new raid comes out. Eventually all that stuff you bought is going to become irrelevant. At least with the skin, it's like, you can show it off sometimes. And they're usually not that expensive. Like, people are paying like thousands of dollars to upgrade their gear in Lost Ark. It's insane. And I wonder if that's going to happen with Diablo Immortal. But the difference between, like, Lost Ark and Diablo Immortal, which I think is one of the reasons why Diablo Immortal won't do as well, is that it's an action RPG. Like a hack and slash game. And it's not like an MMO where there's, like, you know, a town of people you can, like, you know, show off in front of, that everybody hangs out in. You're not really, like, raiding with, like, you know, like 8 or like 10 plus people. In Diablo. It's usually like small groups of like 2 to 4. So there isn't that many opportunities to show off in that game like there is in, you know, Lost Ark or like an MMO. Right, so we can't hop on our mount here. We need to find a way out of here. I think we're just going to jump down here. And then we'll make our way up. We need to find out where this area is. In the meantime, I will queue up for a Zul'Farrak. Because we are looking to get into one. We're pretty damn high level. We're level 50. Like, we'd be a good asset for that dungeon. And we're a shaman, so we bring that, you know, those totem buffs. Could ask this guy for a shaman. Big damage shaman. Let's see what he says. I think we do pretty good damage at level 50 in ZF. I notice this group doesn't have a shaman. Thing is, he's the lowest level in the whole group. Which is kind of interesting. It's actually kind of smart. If you're trying to get a dungeon at a low level, making the group is a smart move. I guess we could queue up for a couple other dungeons as well. I don't know if we should do Sunken Temple again. So we need to find out how to get up here. Thorium Point's just up here. And then there's like some other area. I think it might be over here. Yeah, Firewatch Ridge. This is where we need to be. Question is, how do we get up here? It's looking like it's this way. Bunch of Twilight Fire Guards here. Alright, so here we are. We're gonna have to fight our way up here and get the emblem that we need. Yeah, Searing Gorge, release them. Find the mysterious artifact being guarded by the Twilight Hammer idolaters in Searing Gorge. Okay. So we'll get this artifact. Alright. Yeah, let's use Gift of the Naro. And we will move forward. Alright. So there's the artifact right there. It's gonna have to pull these, guards one at a time. They got a bunch of idolaters around this lava pit. Question is, who do we pull next? I'm gonna go for this idolater. Hopefully we don't pull a bunch. If we do, we may be in trouble. It's good he didn't cast. Usually that's what they do. Alright, let's drink up. And then we'll pull this Geomancer. I think we have to get rid of all these idolaters before we can get the artifact. There we go, big kick. Looks like the idolaters don't move. Wow, we rocked that guy. They don't move unless you attack them. So let's fight this Geomancer. Infidel, so what the heck? Alright, so I guess I was wrong about that. Finish him. Alright, we got one more to go. Well, two more, actually. Let's see that guy. Right. So we'll set up our totems here. It rains the fires on top of me. Oh crap, where were you? Where'd you come from? I didn't even see that person. Alright, let's drink up. We'll use a Gift of the Naro, and then we'll pull these last two. And then we will retrieve the Twilight artifact. I hope we can get into a ZF. I'll go with the idolater. I'm gonna just run it in the lava. Complete savage. Alright, here we go. This place looks pretty epic. Oh my gosh, dude. No. How does this person sit in the lava and I can't? Maybe that's there's like the power that they get by being a part of the Twilight Council. Okay, well, that lava hurts, man. Almost died. It'd be funny if it one-shot us. Question is, how are we going to jump over there? Or how are we going to get this Twilight artifact without going into the lava? Looks like there's somebody in this cage over here. I'll have a chat with him pretty soon. Who's this guy? Looks like he's a miner. Oh, look at that. Looks pretty cool. There we go. Alright, so let's get this artifact, and then we'll have a chat here with Zimael. I wonder if we're going to get attacked for taking this. Oh, okay, there we go. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Praise the Loon, it has been many years since I have had visitors. Will you assist me, mortal? Hear my tale.
May the stars guide you.
Let's hear his tale. I wish to hear your tale. As a young night elf in Darkshore, I crossed paths with a group of unsavory individuals known as the Twilight Hammer. A group of them befriended me, and shamefully I ended up eschewing my faith in a loon and embracing the vitriol of the Twilight's hammer. It was not until a vision came to me from a loon that I woke up from the malaise that I had fallen into as a follower of the old gods. In repentance, I began to work on my prayer to a loon. Please continue, Zimael. Etched into a tablet of pure gold was the embodiment of my remorse, shame, regret, and sorrow. Fortunately, the Twilight Hammer found the tablet and branded me a blasphemer. I was summarily executed, my prayer to Elune incomplete. I am now bound to this world as a spirit, unable to transcend to the nether. Held in this cage as a warning to all that would betray the faith of the Twilight's Hammer. Let me think about it, Zimael. So what do we have to do? I have accepted my fate here in this cage, but the prayer must be found. Will you assist me, mortal? Will you find the prayer to Elune? As I stated, the prayer was etched into a golden tablet. One of these idol-worshipping scoundrels must have it on their person. If you do recover my prayer, take it to Astari Starseeker in Darnassus. It matters little that my faith has been rekindled after the countless malevolent actions that I have taken against this world and its inhabitants, but my prayer must be heard. Absolution is the last thing I expect. Alright, so we have to fight these guys. Twilight Council Old God Worshippers. They have been seduced. Oh, we already got it. Are you serious? How lucky are we? Let's get rid of these old, pretty damn lucky.
What brings you?
Alright, so there we go. We did 2 quests. Got pretty damn lucky with the prayer to Elune. Got it off of our first mob. And it looks like these Twilight Council guys, they worship the old gods. I do not know who they are working for. Maybe it's N'Zoth. Maybe it's Cthulhu. Who knows? Yeah, we finished up a couple of quests. Today, we have to turn in the Prayer of Elune into Darnassus and then release them. We have to bring this mysterious artifact back inside of the cauldron. But I believe I am going to be doing that next episode. We will finish up this quest chain, and then hopefully I can get into a Zul'Farrak, because that is one of my goals right now. Because once I hit level 52, I believe I won't be able to queue up for it anymore in the Dungeon Finder. That would be a little unfortunate. But yeah, guys, that is the end of today's episode. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.